Hey, this is Trey Williams with Dying Fetus, and you're burning up on Hellbound.
What's going on, everybody? It's your pal Mean Gene with Hellbound. I'm in San Jose, California at the Ritz, and I'm being joined by your friend and mine, Mr. Trey Williams of Dying Fetus. What's going on, brother?
Just chilling here in the beautiful California sun. It's great.
Yeah.
It's good.
Now, you mentioned you came down from up north. Pretty cold up there?
Yep. We did a little stuff in we went up into Toronto, and yeah, it was a little cold, and yeah, it was cool. We had a day off in Lava Springs, Idaho.
Okay, what's there to do there on a day off in Lava Springs, Idaho?
Sit in the hot springs.
There you go.
It was great.
All right. And this is a hell of a tour you guys are on with Thy Art is Murder. 31 stops, and this is number 12. How's the tour been treating you so far?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thy Art is Murder is a terrific band, great young band that has really made a place for themselves in their scene. And we're really honored to be out on tour with those guys because we want to try to convert some of their fans into our fans, and vice versa. Hopefully, maybe our fans can find something they like in Thy Art is Murder also.
Yeah, I noticed it's pretty, I don't want to call them the undercard, but you can tell I'm an old school wrestling fan, is a lot of hardcore action on that, the opening bands, and you guys are all over the place as far as I'm concerned with your sounds, but yeah, it'd be nice to pull in some of this younger generation and get some people to cross over and vice versa, right?
Absolutely. If you just always cater to the same crowd you always play to, you don't grow.
Yeah.
So you got to play for some people that you would never play before.
Yeah.
And hopefully they are like, well, that was cool. So I'm a fan now. It seems to have been working. So
yeah, and it's the same thing when you guys play your bigger festivals that you guys have been in. A lot of people get exposure to you guys. They maybe would have never went to a club show or something, and you guys pick up new fans that way, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You said it.
Yeah.
I can't say it much better than that.
Yeah, nice. And speaking of big shows, festivals versus club, do you get a different vibe either way? Do you get a little more nerves one way or the other? 70,000 or 700? Does it matter?
It's funny. It does. The nerves come at a weird time sometimes. It might not even be a big show, but there might be somebody in the audience that you actually respect, and you value their opinion of how you play, and then it's like, oh man, I hope I do good today. And then sometimes you're playing for a big fest in Europe, and it's just like, oh, this is like Tuesday, whatever. I do this all the time,
Yeah.
So you never know when that's going to happen. You never know what's going to do it, but you just got to be professional. And I wouldn't even say it's like nerves. It's just like I get antsy. I'm like, come on, let's go.
Yeah. Hit that stage and it's game time, ready to go, right? It all goes out the window and it's time to put your art down, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. Now, speaking of getting nervous, maybe if somebody's in the crowd that you respect, or you want them to respect your skill set. Who are some of your early influences behind the kit there?
Raymond Herrera from Fear Factory, and then I started getting into like Deicides, so Steve Ashim, and I think one of my all-time influences is Dave Whitty from Municipal Waste.
Okay.
But I really like the stuff he did with Discordance Axis and Human Remains. That I think Dave Whitty is my ultimate influence, I would say.
All right. Do you lean more towards thrash? Are you more of a death metal guy, or kind of everything?
Cut my teeth on thrash, like a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely dig, of course, everybody loves their select Metallica albums, and I like anything that gets my blood pumping. Yeah. It can be hardcore, it can be grindcore, it can be thrash, it can be death or black metal. And if it's hitting something in me that appeals, well, it's appealing to me. So, yeah.
No mention of John Denver in that line.
Hey man, Rocky Mountain High.
That's exactly what song I was just thinking of right now, man. That's good stuff. Now let's go back last year and the release of Wrong One to Fuck With. Did I say that out loud?
You did.
What a great title, man.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. They need them. Killer metal albums need more titles like that. What did Relapse, right? Is it Relapse?
Yes,
what did they say when you guys brought that name to them?
I think I don't know what they said.
No, okay.
But they didn't say no.
Okay, well, that's the important part, right?
So they were like, I know they probably were like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
But that was a gamble with that name, because it's either it works or it's going to be like the biggest joke ever.
Yeah.
You know. Fortunately, it appears to have worked.
Oh, it totally works, man. Now, what was the writing process like on that album? Is it collaborative within the group? I mean, for the three of you guys, man, you guys make a lot of great noise up there. So, you know, is it collaborative, or is John the driving force? Sean, what's the deal with the writing process?
Well, this time, for me, was the most involved I was.
Okay.
Before, it was more like homework projects where I would get demo material, and I would do my best to emulate the demo material and put my twist on it. And this time I did all the pre-production. I was behind the computer doing all the edits and stuff, and demoing with John and Sean, and it was a collaborative effort. 90% of it was John and me in the band room, putting riffs into the computer, finding the cool parts, finding what things work together, arranging drums, finding what beats work here and there, and it was intense. Not looking forward to doing it again.
You want to ride this one out as long as you can?
No. I shouldn't say that. Actually, I am looking forward to doing some more writing, because now I know the process better.
Okay.
So it was a bit of a learning curve for me, but you know, it worked out, and so far, I guess it worked for people to hear. People like it, so cool.
Yeah, well, you guys have been pretty steady as far as your lineup now for about 11, 12 years. We're going on 11, 12 years, right?
Yeah, for sure. I was in the band in 2007. The last band member to leave was Mike Kimball, and that was 2008. So yeah, it's like, what, 10 years now, basically? Yeah. That's
awesome. Now, when you're back there and you're playing this stuff live, I mean, I almost feel sorry for you, but I don't, because it's a wonderful art form you have. But with so many time changes and stuff, man, is it muscle memory? Like you just go into overdrive and it happens, or you have to think about stuff while you're up there? Because I mean, your breakdowns and the technical parts, and I mean, it's crazy good. But as a drummer, is it difficult to keep the machine rolling?
Sometimes it's just like riding a bike.
Okay.
And you're like playing, and you'll be like, hey, what's that kid I knew in the 5th grade doing? And you're wandering, and you're like, oh, I just did the roll. Hey, and it was the right roll. Cool.
Nice.
And then sometimes it's like hard counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, you gotta, and that's more on the newer material, because it's not as muscle memory ingrained into your soul, you know. And but sometimes it's, like I said, sometimes it's a walk in the park. Sometimes it's, oh man, is that the 3rd time or the 4th time we played that part? And, well, I'm going to do this roll. It was the right time. All right.
And it works out for everybody, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, you ever get the ushka looks from anybody up front?
No, that's how we do it every night.
Okay.
If anybody asks us how we do it all the time.
All right. Good stuff. Now, this tour is going to take you guys pretty much all across North America, right? For the next month and almost a month, yeah.
Yep, we're going to hit a good portion of the U.S. It's kind of a B-market tour, because the Artist Murder has done some extensive touring in the U.S. this year. So we had to go to some B-markets, but dude, we're stoked to get out there and play for our fans, man. Yeah.
Now, how much of the set list is from Wrong One to Fuck With?
Let's see. 1, 2. We got 4.
Awesome.
4 tracks, I believe, off of Wrong One to Fuck With. It's front loaded with Reign Supreme and Wrong One to Fuck With songs, and then sprinklings of older material.
Nice. Something for everybody then, right?
Yeah, you know, we got older fans. And we got young fans. And it's funny how, like, you'll play some new stuff, and the old guys aren't really feeling it, but the kids are feeling it. And then you play like an old song like Raped on the Altar, which we're doing on this tour. And the old dudes are like, I can't believe they're doing it. I can't believe they're doing it. So hopefully we got something for everybody.
Sweet, man. Now, what's going on for summer and fall? Any big festivals, European swing throughs? What are you guys up to later on this year?
European festivals in the summer, and hopefully a North American tour in the fall.
Okay. Any big festivals sticking out that you're like, I can't wait to get there and do this?
We're doing Wacken again, which think I'm excited about. I don't know. I'm more excited about things like Hellfest and things. But we're honored to play Wacken again. You know,
it's a bucket list item for a guy like me. It's like,
I hear you. Yeah. I hear you. But there's a lot of really cool festivals out there. I would highly recommend one called Metal Days. It used to be called Metal Camp, and it's in Slovenia, and it's in such a beautiful place. It's amazing, and it's just a good time.
Now, when you go into a place like that, is it you guys are in and out, or do you hang out for a few days? How does that normally work?
It all depends on routing and schedule, and sometimes it's a short drive. We can hang out tonight. It's a long drive. We can't stay at all.
Yeah.
So
get off stage.
Sometimes it works out.
And go, right?
Yeah. There's one here. I got one story I can tell you. We were at Death Feast, which we're playing again this year. It's in Germany. It's extreme, just brutal death metal. Only brutal death metal, nothing else. And they hired us to play 2 sets. So we played on Friday, and we played on Sunday. So we stayed through the whole festival. And that was a real honor to be able to play 2 sets. And we did an old school and new school set. So we had new school stuff during the first one, and then the second one was all like, Destroy the Opposition and older.
Okay. Wow, what a treat that must have been, huh?
Yeah, they got something special that day.
Yeah, how was practicing 2 different set lists like that? Practice on the spot?
No, it was good. My endurance was good. I was ready for 2 sets. So, but they were split up between 2 days.
Yeah. You got to rest and hydrate properly, I'm assuming, on Saturday.
Sure, if that's what you call hydration. Drinking poison. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, as we get ready to wrap up, I always like to ask people I've never spoke with before, like. It's a desert island question. You got 3 albums to listen to for the rest of your life. The answer could be different tomorrow, but as of today, what 3 albums would you choose? I know, it's almost impossible, but...
None.
You wouldn't have any albums with you, huh?
No. I make my own music.
That's a fucking first, and I like that answer, man. That's good shit right there. He chooses himself to make his own music. He doesn't need anybody's albums. Right on, man. Well, you got 20 more dates. They're coming across Northern America. Get out there. Get your tickets. Dying Fetus. Thy Art is Murder. Get out. Support metal. Support heavy fucking music.
Support your local scene.
Support the locals as well. Right on, dude. Good stuff, man.